So Dwayne The Rock Johnson was just named in a $3 billion lawsuit, along with multiple other celebrities, companies, etc. There's a woman by the name of Trinisha Biggers, aka Raka Khan for the wrestlers out there who remember her from Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, brief stint in WWE training. But however, she's filed a $3 billion lawsuit against Dwayne The Rock Johnson, his ex-wife Danny Garcia, other celebrities such as Michael Jordan, Nikki Bella, Naomi Campbell, and Eminem was even implicated in this. Basically, Trinisha Biggers she's had a rough past from the research I did, and she's basically suing everybody now. But why this is starting to make news now is because she got the okay in February to go ahead and pursue her case through the court of law. It had been delayed a couple of times due to COVID and the pandemic and all that. So what this woman is basically saying, because there's not a whole lot of information about it yet, but she alleges that The Rock and his ex-wife sent 3 men who forcibly removed her from her house in Tampa, Florida. She claims this happened in 2008. She says these men abused her both physically and mentally while being confined into a place where they took her to. She alleges that Dwayne Johnson and Danny Garcia threatened to harm her if she did not obey their demands. Some other defendants named in the lawsuit, on top of that, she's suing the state of Texas, she's suing the El Paso Child Protective Services, the New Mexico Police Department, the NYPD, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, New York ACS. I mean, she is just suing everybody. The Home Depot, Bank of America, and even the FBI. There's not too much information on specifics of all of this yet. However, this is crazy shit, bro. What's your initial thoughts on all of this? Just from the little facts that we can gain and kind of throw our assessment together.
And she was a wrestler, right?
She was.
CTE. CTE.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like to me, man, because you just throwing a big net, man, everywhere, and hopefully something's going to stick. But Rock just got cut from Disney, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's what makes you believe somewhat of these allegations. Like, I don't know if they have any merit, but I'm just saying, like, Disney does that shit, though. They did that shit to Johnny Depp. They fired him from Pirates of the Caribbean with that shit with Amber Heard. And he went to court, got proven innocent. She had to pay him, and they had been fired him, so it didn't matter. But Disney do that shit.
Right. I think she even got claims on Chris Benoit and The Miz, I believe, as well. What I've got cases pending on those guys too. Chris Benoit been dead, man, for a long time, right? So it's just, man, I think it's just a wild goose chase right now. Whatever. Hopefully, some more reports come out about the situation and stuff like that, or whatever, because we don't want any of that stuff to happen. But it just seems like this is so far-fetched to even believe it, you know, like you got to go for like one person at a time. If The Rock did something or whatever, he should be punished. But I don't believe that all these places, FBI, New Mexico Police Department, Child Protective Services, Home Depot, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, New York Police.
What?
Come
what
on.
Did Home Depot have to do with it?
Bro,
Bank of America, what did they do?
What is this? For real, like this is a case of buffoonery, man, if you ask me, man. But like I say, the stuff is vague, and I don't want to just dishearten her situation or nothing like that or whatever, but it just sounds hella crazy to me. I just can't believe until I have more facts. So I'm going to do that for Jonathan Majors. I got to have more facts. And for this young lady as well, Trinisha Biggers, we need more facts, because this is a wild goose chase, man. You're throwing a big net out and you're trying to get something to stick.
Check this out, dude. So just a little brief history on what we do know about Trinisha Biggers. So she dated Kurt Angle previously. She dated him for a while, and then back in 2009 it ended. She had him removed from their home that they both lived in, and then she got a restraining order against him for assaulting her. It was just a big shitstorm. Her ex-husband also, she claims, stalked her and her 2 children across state lines when he was on active probation for family violence against her. She also claims that the ex-husband had the assistance of law enforcement in stalking her and ultimately abducting her and her 2 children from a New York domestic violence shelter. She was claimed she was thrown into Rikers and while her children were allowed to be kidnapped. So it's just like a whole timeline of events.
Dang, that's a lot,
bro.
That's
And then
a lot.
Bro, it does not stop there, right? So then you look and you start digging into her past a little bit, right? And she has been arrested multiple times for interfering with child custody and aggravated kidnapping. Was at one point she was part of El Paso's most wanted list. She was on the most wanted list. So she's actually been charged with aggravated kidnapping, and she's been charged with interfering with child custody. So, and then as early
fraud. So she a scammer.
Sounding that way, isn't it? So, and then there's been active bench warrants for her for not showing up to court a couple of times. In December 22, a bench warrant was issued for her arrest by Texas courts after she failed to attend her criminal trial in El Paso, Texas. The warrant for her arrest is still active, according to this article. So I don't even know if she has a warrant for them.
How can you even have a case pending and you've got cases pending? Like that don't make any sense.
All this isn't adding up. August 24th, 2019, she was arrested for interfering with child custody. And then in December, when she just went to jail with the bench warrant, that was for not showing up to court for that arrest, is what it was. So,
right.
Yeah, it's just all this. There's just too much baggage around this woman right now. I think that there may be some mental health issues here. I'm not trying to like single her out and just say, oh, she's nuts or nothing like that. I'm not trying to say all that, but I'm just saying something's clearly not right here with this woman.
Right.
There's a lot going on in this, like with this woman. So this is just crazy to me. But The Rock, because so many people are implicated in this lawsuit, but The Rock is the biggest, name snatcher.
Right.
Just so it's just so unlikely that this actually has any merit to it. But like you said, Disney, he supposedly just got cut from a couple projects, but it's purely speculation because there was no definitive conclusion that The Rock was going to be in a couple of these films that they're saying he got cut from in Disney too. So that's different too. So it's a whole lot going on, man. I don't know. I think these allegations are straight out ridiculous. I don't think there's any merit to this. If that's my personal opinion, but innocent until proven guilty, man. That's going to be the slogan. Let Loose Podcast, innocent till proven guilty.
I already know. You already know. For real. We got to figure all this stuff out, man. There's just a lot going on in today's society and stuff like that or whatever. Mental health is so big right now in our communities and things like that, man. For real, we got to definitely get help for these people, man. Like I don't want none of those things to happen, but you putting some of that stuff on yourself, but it's trending for the CTE and head trauma and all that stuff, or whatever, when those wrestlers or whatever doing that stuff, different steroids and stuff like that, just to keep their physiques, tight and stuff like that, it's just a lot of whatever to go through, for real. There's constant pressure on your head, neck, body, mental, physical, everything, bro. So like I say, hopefully these things go through and see what the hell going on, man, because wow, man, this week, man, it's been a lot, bro. It's been a lot going on this week.
Yes, it has. And for the record, she's 6'2" and she's a beast.
I bet.
So yeah, man, that's crazy shit though. More on this story as it continues to evolve, but we just want to throw that out there real quick.